Sickness and ailment. You've probably heard of it. Maybe even gave it nicknames like the cold or the flu. However, there is this one disease that is much more ancient and rare than some of the ones I've just mentioned. So put on your goggles and let's dive right in. So now that you're super hooked on, let's head to the point. You've probably seen those videos on YouTube with those super intense titles and a rabid dog biting a man for the cover. Something like this. Well, what if I told you that the reason that dog was like that was because of rabies? And let me tell you, rabies is not the type of tea you'd want to drink. Well, if you could put it in any type of drink, but whatever. Anywho, rabies, although seen as the closest thing to a zombie virus and a very scary disease, isn't entirely new. Heck, there are testaments written about rabies and other crazy viruses. But the oldest recovered text about rabies was dated to be written way back in 1930 BC. The disease was taken very seriously among the Mesopotamians. However, the disease truly sparked in 1804, when a man named George Zink demonstrated that rabies was infectious and would transfer through biting or scratching, becoming common in North America and third world countries. Whenever a person or animal were to contract the disease, it was to be from a bite or a scratch. Some people who were bitten or scratched wouldn't really think of anything at first, just that some street animal had clawed them and gave them a small wound. But if you take a closer look at what's really happening on the inside, you'd be shocked to see a network where the virus makes its way across the body, maneuvering and getting closer to the brain. Some people who are infected may take months to even notice that there was something wrong with them. Eventually, it would have been too late, and the host would have died from a coma. Now that I've explained to you how rabies can kill you, you're probably thinking that this disease would literally be unstoppable. However, with simple habits and a vaccine, the spread of rabies can be limited and the virus can go extinct. Or not. But if you do get unlucky and get in contact with a host of rabies, then you should immediately wash the wound with soap and water. After, you should go to a nearby medical center and get that thing tested. When it is confirmed you have the virus, you'll be given a vaccine and some medications to help fight off the virus. After those few steps, you should be pretty good. Handing out vaccines for this type of virus is also very important to help limit the spread of rabies and to finally put an end to the Lissa virus.